Hey Alan, thank you for your message in the group. So I checked your website and the data that the agency sent you, and there are a few things that caught my attention. So when I check your keywords, so I see that most of them actually related to Airbnb services. I'm not sure why there are so many Airbnb. Well, actually, most of them I would say, and on the next screenshot as well. So I just see like a few services like drone services, right? But there are so many Airbnb, um, and maybe this is your specialization. Like I'm not sure, but I'd like to know about this more. Like, are you just focusing on Airbnb, or you like do more like general real estate photography? So yeah, this is one of the things that I noticed. Then I also noticed that these guys, I mean this WeTech Pro, they don't send you the search volume. So they only send you the previous ranking and new ranking. But I'd love to see what's the search volume for those keywords. Why this is important is because, for example, I can show you my stats. So if I go to rank tracking, so these are the keywords that I track. And as you can see, like real estate photo, real estate photography rates, real estate videography price, and things like that. But I can also see the search volume. The search volume is the number of searches for this particular keyword during a month, right? So what is important is that like when we choose the keywords that we'd like to track, it's important to know if people actually searching are looking for those keywords, like if they type them in Google search, right? So I know that photography real estate has in my city in Calgary 100 and roughly, so this is not exact number, but roughly 140 searches per month. Then there are a few keywords like this Calgary real estate photos, 1600 per month, right? So, and I'm number 4. There is actually one competitor. His company name is exactly like this, Calgary real estate photos. So that's why I guess he was smart to use this company name and call his website like this. Maybe he saw the like opportunity here, or maybe it's just he's been on the market for a long time and people know him a lot, and that's why they search him. But I'm on the first page, and my position is number 4, which means I take some of his traffic to my website, right? So this is a really good for me because I'm on the first page together with him. So many people are actually seeing my website as well. Other things like RMS measurements, Calgary, things like that. Here there is another keyword, the opposite. So for example, pictures Calgary. This is like it also has a big search volume, but these probably people who are looking for pictures Calgary, they are tourists, so they are not my clients. So I don't really care about this keyword. So when I choose the keywords that I want to track, I check what's the search volume, and there is also a metric called search difficulty. So I'm not going to go dive deep into these terms, and it's just like how it is difficult to rank for a specific keyword. So for example, um, the fewer people are looking for this or using this keyword in their search, the easier for you is to get the traffic for that keyword. So for example, let's say I'm a photographer who take photos of pink ponies, right? So my company, let's say Pink Pony Photography, and all my content is around pink ponies and how I take pictures of pink ponies. So I don't think there are many people looking for pink pony photography services in my area, right? So that means if I create a website dedicated to pink ponies and photography for pink ponies, I'm going to be in top searches all the time because nobody does this. And nobody's really looking for this. So it's really easy to rank for keywords like that nobody's using. So uh, at the same time, let's say I'm selling iPhones. So iPhone is very popular keyword. So everyone is looking for to buy iPhones, or for cases for iPhones, so batteries, iPhones, or screen replacement for iPhones, and things like that. So iPhone is very, very difficult to keyword to rank for. I hope that makes sense. So the more people are looking, so for a specific keyword, the more difficult it becomes to rank for it, for this keyword, and rank your website for this keyword. That's why we are looking for those keyword and combinations that are easy to rank for. So I have a feeling that and maybe I'm wrong, like I'm not trying to say that, but I have a feeling that like I don't really understand why these guys, or why you tracking only, well, not only, but many keywords related to Airbnb. And I would love to see what's the search volume for these keywords in your specific area. So I'm not sure why they do not provide the search volume for these keywords. So that's one thing that I noticed. So I would ask this SEO agency, like, why are we tracking these keywords, and what is happening with other keywords, and like, what's the search volume? Because if the search volume is, like, let's say less than 10 per month, then it's obvious that you're not going to get lots of traffic from these keywords. So keep this in mind. Next thing that I wanted to show you is that in general, overall, unfortunately the traffic is going down. So if I check my competitors, for example, you can see that the graph, like the traffic, like, is going down. The projection of the traffic is going down. This is because of AI. So more and more people are actually looking for like using AI to search for services and to find the solutions. So that means we really have to pay attention to our AI search visibility. So for example, my search visibility, it jumped 30% from the previous week, but that's, like, I mean, it's totally fine. It fluctuates all the time, so it can go down and up, but this is a very good trend that I can see that 50% of responses mention my brand, right? So it's very important to know if actually AI is mentioning you. So this is my rank, and yeah, so I would pay attention to this, and it's a good thing actually to have, like, a tracking platform like Ubersuggest. I'm using Ubersuggest because it's not expensive and it's easy to use. So if you don't have a similar platform, I recommend using something like this. The next thing I wanted to show you, so Google Search Console is another thing where you can find the keywords and your like trends or positions and rankings. So this is a Google platform. It's completely free, and it also can provide you some insights about what's happening with your website or with your pages. So if I go to performance, for example, so these are the search queries that people use, right? Calgary real estate photography. So my website was shown 235 times, and it got 5 clicks out of this. And there are some other keywords. So basically, that means you can ask your SEO agency if they actually using these keywords, and if they track these keywords, the performance of your website based on these keywords or queries. So this kind of gives you an idea what people are using when they search for services like yours. Yeah, there are some insights, for example, which page is performing well and which ones go down and things like that. Now, checking when I checked your website, I also found a few things that worth maybe exploring and checking. So one thing that I noticed is, for example, this is like there are a few different SEO aspects. So one is like SEO based on the keywords that I just showed you, and another like a separate topic is technical SEO. So things that you apply on your website to make it rank higher. So what I found here is that looks like you don't have a H1 title or heading on your website. So if I inspect this element, so I would expect this to be H1. I'll show you what I mean. So there is a hierarchy of the page structure. So when you build a page, it's like a newspaper. So there is a big heading and then an image, a smaller heading, a paragraph, and things like that. So the hierarchy of the page is important for Google search and optimization. So for example, I have this H1. This is like the main heading of the page, and it's on front page. So it's like a newspaper. It's the main heading, right? So it's important to have it. Then, and it looks like you don't have H1 on the page, because when I inspected your complete page for your code, I didn't find it. Sometimes it's not really like, I cannot say that it's extremely important, but in your case, because you have so many competitors, as we all do, in our areas, it's important to make our websites as optimized as possible. If it was some other service or in a smaller city where you don't have too much competition, then I wouldn't worry about this hierarchy of the page or structure of the page. But in our case, because it's so highly a competitive service and business, it's important to have every page optimized. So I noticed this. I'm not sure who built this website for you is if it's the same agency or not, but please ask them why, like, what is about the pages? Like, did you make any optimization to the pages themselves or not? Then the title, like if you can see here at the top where my mouse is, the title is also important. So I think it's fine, real estate photography and video services. I would add maybe city where you're located. Like for example, in my case, it says, so if I hover over, it says Calgary Real Estate Photo and Video, right? And then the name of the company. So this is something that you can change here. Then I would probably run this content through AI and ask it to optimize the content. Because the content is very important, like how it's optimized, what kind of titles you have. So if I inspect this title, I believe it's H2. Yeah, so this is like a smaller title or heading. That's it's important to have. So this is good. Then I noticed that the video doesn't play, so I'm not sure what's wrong with it, and so something like with the embedded video. So this has to be fixed. Those little things are important because it's like this is what people see, and like they make their opinion based on that, right? So I would fix those things. Yeah, and the overall content, I would run it through, like I would just copy the whole content, paste it into AI, ChatGPT or Claude, and ask it to improve. Like say literally, this is my homepage. This is the current content I have, please improve it. So again, I'm not sure who built this website for you. If it's the same agency, I would really ask them like why you guys didn't optimize the obvious things like H1s and maybe optimize the content. Yeah, so other things like I noticed, so for example, the service page is it doesn't exist, right? So I'm not sure why. So it goes to this URL number with exclamation mark. So for ideally for web optimization and websites, you have to have a parent page, and then it's like a hub, and then services page. So it's similar to what I have. So if I click here on services, so I have short description of each service that I have, right? Video services, floor plans, virtual tours, drone photography, this what is it called, virtual staging, twilight photography, and then I obviously have buttons that goes to the actual page, and then in the drop down I have separate services. So if I go to services as a hub page, right? So first, so let's say real estate photography. If I click here, it goes to the full page, real estate photography in Calgary. So this is like, again, this is H1. H1 tag, which is important. So that tells basically search engines. So that's the main title of the page, and that's what the page is going to be about, the content of this page. And then bunch of information about, like it's like extended information about this specific service, right? What it includes and what how it's done and things like that. So, and that's related to pretty much any photography page, photography service with examples, the processes, the like community. Oh, this is just another section, sorry. Like the pricing section and FAQ section. FAQ, by the way, is really important because it's not only this is very important for AI searches. FAQ actually is one of the most important like parts of the AI search. This is what AI look for when it scans the websites, because people ask questions, so AI scans the websites, and if it finds the answer to this question that people ask, right? So it gives the answer within the search results or chat results, sorry. So that's why every page I have, like literally every page has FAQ section. Plus I have a separate page with FAQ, which basically covers, like there are tons of, I mean maybe like 50 different questions and answers on just on this page dedicated to FAQs. And the more you have, the better, to be honest. Oh, 30 plus. Okay, so not 50. So please implement FAQs. And also there is a thing called JSON. One second. JSON schema FAQ. So FAQ schema, it's like a specific, how do I show it to you? So it's like a markup, a specific markup that applied to your FAQ questions. So I was just looking for an example, but Yeah, so you see like, yeah, so it looks like this. So it's a script, JSON LD schema, and then there is a FAQ type, and there is a question and answer. So behind the scenes, every FAQ section, let me show it on some page. So I'm not sure if it's gonna show that here, probably not. Yeah, so I would have to go in and view the whole page source. So there is a schema somewhere on this page within this code that basically sends a data to AI search engines and Google search as well. So if I look for JSON, so yeah, so you see this tag LD JSON. So there is a question and there are some other stuff. So there are actually 14 different items with JSON LD. So what's going on behind the scenes is that AI and Google search can quickly scan the page and find this LD JSON schema and push it to the results, search results, or answer in AI search. So this is important. And since you're using WordPress, WordPress is actually very well optimized for this. There are plugins that can generate a JSON schema automatically based on the questions and answers that you put in the plugin and on the pages. So you can literally just turn it on and it will be generated automatically. So please do that, because so far I don't see any FAQs on the front page. And let me see. Oh, now you see, like when I clicked on services, so it went to this URL, right? And now it's not clickable. So I'm clicking, but it's not opening the drop down. So this is something that has to be fixed as well. So let me reload the page and it should work now. Yeah, so you see the drop down now works. So pay attention to these little things. This is what, like, many people actually don't see that, because when we use the website, we use it from the positive. We're trying to put like a positive experience in our mind, but actually we have to break the website. We have to try, click everywhere to test, make sure it's working. Okay, so I notice also that this page is broken. So when I click, nothing happens. Then, yeah, I noticed this page is apartment services. So this like Airbnb, I guess. So your website technically, like whoever created these pages, that tells me that the website was intentionally optimized for Airbnb services, but it actually has more content here. Oh, by the way, here are the frequently asked questions. So yeah, that's a good thing. The only thing we have to check if it's if it has schema behind the scenes. So, and by the way, we can test. So let's check if your page has a valid schema. Okay, so local business breadcrumbs. Okay, so here's what I see. This page, marketing content for, 1 second, where is it? I lost it. Yeah, so you see this, I copied this URL and it has a frequently asked question. So technically I'm expecting that this page has a schema file, but looks like it doesn't. So it has breadcrumbs list and then it has local business. So this is information about your business. And you can, by the way, you can check it just to make sure this is all correct, because there are some like 20 warnings. So this is something that has to be addressed, because that's what extremely important for search engines and AI as well. So this is something I would address to those who build the website and for these guys who do SEO, because this is actually their job to make sure that every page has a proper schema applied, schema markup. So this page has only 2 items, so it has to have FAQ as well. So, and breadcrumbs is just like a navigation. So this is not crazy important, but local business is important, FAQ is important. So please check with them. And probably the last thing that I notice is, so for example, you have a pricing page, but when I click on this pricing page, it actually doesn't provide the pricing information right away. So I would have to enter my information. It looks like this is an embed from HD Photo Hub, which is fine. But I would put like a pricing information on top before, and then maybe I would do like a buttons book here, and then it takes people to the booking page. So not straight away. I do understand that intention was to enter the address and then select product and services, but believe me, if people look for pricing, they want to see the pricing first instead of providing any information, because they just don't want to lose their time. Then So that's one thing. Another thing is, so services. So let's say, where did I see that? So this is, oh yeah, so this is like examples of your videos, but this is actually related more to portfolio, not to the service. So I would, like, this page has too little information about the service itself, so I would definitely expand it. So the price and how it works, how much time does it take, FAQ section, obviously, where how do you do that service, what's included, and things like that. So not just examples. So please do that. And those examples have to be on the page as well, because to showcase your stuff that you do. And I think the same is actually related to property photos. No, this one actually has more content, but I would expand it. I would put more content here. So this is a good start, but just copy, like literally copy all this content, put it into ChatGPT or Claude, and ask it to improve. And specifically say, improve, this is what I have, improve this content for AI searches and Google, and optimize it for Google and AI searches. So, and it would create you like the whole page content, and it's really good with that. By the way, for those who I know that people are afraid, they think that if I use AI for my websites, then my rankings is gonna go down, because actually not. Like, I proved it wrong, because since the very beginning, I always used AI to generate content for my pages. I obviously edit it, but if I check my rankings, so, and go to, let's say, 12 months, right? So you can see that my ranking is actually growing all the time. Well, there was some drop-ins, which is fine, but it's growing. So that's a proof that AI actually works well. So don't be afraid of using AI to generate content for your page, but do it properly. Like, read through, make sure the sections are different. Like use your use some of your content as well, things like that. Okay, so if I inspect your images, so I think they, what I noticed, let me see again. I noticed that's alt text, right? This is not a proper alt text. So make sure it's descriptive. So for example, this image shows a house in location area from aerial view, the backyard of the house with a pool in location. Specific location where it was taken, because this is extremely important for searches and AI as well. In your case, it says DJI 05871. So that basically tells nothing to Google about this specific image, or any other like AI as well, because AI cannot. Well, AI is better maybe in understanding what's shown on the picture, but this alt text is important for Google, at least, for sure. So please use proper alt texts. Okay, next thing, I would remove book a free consultation, because nobody's gonna use it, this button. I would just keep the book now and maybe some other call to action, but book now is fine. What else did I notice? There was something else. Just 1 second. I think it was also in. Yeah, so you see this like virtual. It's under services and virtual tour, but the content on this page is just the title, right? H2 title and nothing else, and then just examples of virtual tours. So please add more content, specifically answering questions to potential clients, like how much it costs, how long does it take, what technology you use. Like I say, use Matterport. Maybe you use something else. What does it do? Like, does it provide floor plans or not? Does it like I don't know, what's the editing process of this? How long does it take to get the Matterport virtual tour ready? When people are gonna receive it ready? Once, how long do you need time on the property and things like that? Because people are looking for these answers, and you have to provide them instead of just virtual tours. Because right now your page doesn't really say much about the service itself. So this is more like a portfolio, not the service explanation. So portfolio, yeah, I mean, same thing. Like if you okay, so the images are not clickable. So this is something you have to fix right away, because like I can't really, they're too small. Okay, so please fix that. They have to be clickable and open up. So same thing, alt text is DJI, which is not descriptive. So fix that, please. So, and again, I'm not sure how well you are with web design and things like that. Your website using WordPress, which is great. I'm not sure who built this website for you, if it was you or somebody else, but these are the things that needs to be fixed. So as you can see, there are lots of little things that you have to fix. And then, yeah, that definitely will increase your ranking. And I hope that helps. And if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you.